What's up, guys? This is Kephas, and we are finally back with more leveling in WoW. I really apologize, guys, for my absence for a couple weeks. I have been sick, like you would not believe, and then when I went to record an episode, there was a patch. If you remember, not long ago, there was a patch for this, and it's been causing a lot of issues for me, disconnecting and stuff. And so I was doing a recording, and the daggone game disconnected, and I lost all the recording. It sucked. So yeah, that sucked. I lost a little bit. So we've moved a little bit on. We definitely got a level in the end, and I've upgraded my garrison. I think it was to level 2. I don't think that was in a video that I've uploaded. So I'm pretty sure that's basically what we've gotten to. We've gotten up to that point. So we're just gonna keep going and just keep on trucking. I hate when I do that, guys. I'm so sorry. I hate that I haven't been around much lately. I've been doing it's happened a lot, these days. It's just things come up, man, you know what I mean? And it's just I'm doing the best I can. I'd like to just get to where I can just do a video every single day if I could, and hopefully soon I will. I've also been doing job training, so that's also cutting all my time. I'm excited to finally get to do job training, but man, I just feel really bad. But I'm glad to be back now. I'm glad you guys have still been here. I haven't lost anybody from what I can tell. And so yeah, I just got to find these people to talk to, and we're going to keep going. So, how you guys been? I've been sick, and it's been no fun, and the game's been crashing on me. So yeah. But other than that, I've been playing a lot of Black Desert Online. That game is a lot of fun. You're going to see a video of that soon, of me talking about what I think of that game and how I feel about it, and hope you guys will be looking forward to that. The game got a lot of good feedback when I put up a video for it, so I'm really happy. Because, man, I'm not going to lie, that is where I've been a lot while I've been sick. I've been enjoying the crap out of that game. I think it's really good. Actually, to be honest with you, to sum it up like this, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not saying it doesn't have its flaws. I'm not saying the shop isn't annoying. But what I am going to say is, as a game goes, it's one that has captured my interest more than any game I've played in a while. So, I mean, when I say I like it, I am into it. I am enjoying it. I am spending a lot of my free time there. So that's kind of where I've been lately. And as for what that says about this game, well, I still like doing this series. And I might raid a couple times a week, and that's just about it. So, yeah, it's, right now it's just kind of, we're really hitting the Doldrums in this expansion. And I remember saying the words Doldrums and mop at the end there too, but I mean it feels a lot worse this time around for sure, because I remember at the end of mop I still did time with Sile stuff, but I have no desire to go to Tanan Jungle other than to go see the raid guy. So and man, but that's all right. It is what it is. There are it doesn't bother me anymore, just because I've come to accept it as the way things are. And hey, I think that we're getting to the point, like I know that Nostalrius has been shut down. That's that private server. And I thought about doing a video talking about it, but it's just like so many people already have. And I was going to do one just because I've had so many comments from you guys. If you're listening to this right now, and you recommended that to me. Sorry I never did it. I never really got into it. I had a lot of people that suggested it to me in comments, and I was afraid to, because number one, Blizzard would probably have my videos taken down if I ever did videos for it. And it was a risk, and my channel is part of my livelihood, so I don't want to risk that. And the other reason is because I knew that it was probably going to eventually happen anyways, that they were going to shut it down, and I didn't want to get too, I didn't want to like it and then get into it and then have it taken away. That sucks, and I feel bad for those guys that have. Unfortunately, there's nothing that you can do. I mean, Blizzard, they're in the right. It's a violation. It's against law. They're suing the company, or not the company, but the people that were behind it, which is a little, you know what I mean? Like, that's a little bit, weird. But hey, they're doing what they're doing, and the reason why they're shutting it down is because Nostalrius, or whatever it's called, has a weird name. In spite of its weird name, it was very huge. And I think they were up to like 800,000 subscribers, but registered users, and they had over 100,000 active users. So they were coming up on 1 million people involved in that game. Man, that is huge. I did not know that it was that. I knew it was big because of all the people that were suggesting it to me alone. That told me a lot. But to know closer to what the numbers were, that's insane, man. And I think that says a lot about the demand. For all the people who say people don't want vanilla WoW, I have numbers now that prove otherwise. And I know that they're not close to the numbers of the actual game. Before you get in on that crap, I understand that I know WoW's bigger than God still, or whatever the crap people want to try to say. But hey, 800,000 coming up on 1 million is nothing to sneeze at when it's about 1/5 or 20% of your current active subscription base. Well, that may not be such the case anymore. It could be a lot more than that because for all we know, people have left since then. Also, that was a very short question, wasn't it? But hey, what do I know? I don't have numbers to back everything up. All I know is people are leaving the current game while people were joining that game, and that says something right there. So what does it say? I think it says that here's what I think about that. Here's my take on that whole thing right there. It has nothing to do with right and wrong. It has nothing to do with Blizzard doing what they think is right and those guys being justified in what they were doing or whatever. It has everything to do with, I think, what people really want out of World of Warcraft is for the game to be compelling like it used to be. And it's just really, for a lot of people, honestly, it's just not. And I can understand why it's not, because there really just isn't a lot of soul in the current game. We've talked about this so much, but it's just, what can you do? There's just Blizzard at this point, they know how people feel, and they're either going to listen or they're not. And unfortunately, just from what I'm seeing in Legion, it looks like they're probably not going to listen. I know that's not what you want to hear. A lot of you, and you might hate me for saying it. And listen, don't get mad at me. It's not my fault. I am not the developers here. They are. And I'm not just being negative. I'm just, hey, what do you say? You learn from your past experiences. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Okay, I'm not going to be that guy who's in a bad relationship, keep thinking that the person's going to change, and then they don't change, and they keep mistreating me. I'm not going to be that guy. I have seen their actions already, and I am drawing conclusions based on what I have seen previously. So they're going to do what they're going to do. They're going to make Legion what they're going to make it, and they're probably not going to take your and my opinion that much into account, unfortunately, because it seems like that's the case. If that was the case, we wouldn't be getting Ashran at 110. We just wouldn't. So they're going to do what they're going to do because they know better than you and I, and that's just the bottom line. So that's what Blizzard's doing now. And hey, you know what? They can have their game, and I'll go play Black Desert, or I'll go play Star Wars, or I'll go play all the tens of thousands of other great games that are out there that are fun. And you know what? People are going to go play Heroes, maybe. More people are going to go play League of Legends, and eventually people are going to play Overwatch, but more people are going to play Call of Duty, and so on and so forth. And it is what it is. You know what? I'm fine. I am at a stage in my life now where I don't care anymore. I've gotten to the point where I don't care. I do care because let's try to kill this thing. You think we can do it? Level 90. I think we can do it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send out my guys. There. Let's attack this thing. We got this. Yeah. Psh, I didn't probably even need those guys. But you know what? They're still fun here. Like this right now is kind of fun. It's not hard particularly, but it's it is what it is. The reason why I care about WoW though still, it's not like I'm not getting fired. I'm just done getting fired up, and upset and angry. But the reason why I care so much about this game, not only is it because I love the game, I love the world, I love the characters, and I love the story, and it's also because I do YouTube for it, man. And I got into this, and I make WoW videos, and I love the game, and I love doing things for the community, and making rotation guides, and I love having people that love this game, that want to come watch my videos, and we just have a good time, and I don't want that to go away, I want to keep making rotation guides. But the bottom line is if people keep losing interest in the game, then it's going to be really hard to keep making videos for it. You know what I mean? What are you supposed to do? I'm going to move on to something that people are interested in, that I'm interested in. So, but I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of okay with that. If I have to start over again and find my world, find my niche in a new world, then I will. It is what it is. I'm not worrying about that anymore. I guess that's the nature of the business, game might suck. You might have to move on, you know. And so I'm not even getting my dander up anymore. My dander was up. Actually, if you had listened to the last video I did, maybe it was a good thing that that video was shut down, or that it didn't, that I lost it, because I was so angry. My dander was so up in that video over stuff that I just ranted forever. And I know I just you know what, I can't anymore. I just don't want to. Video games are supposed to be fun, not supposed to make me angry. You know, so it is what it is, man. And what is this guy doing? This guy is the one you gotta watch out for. He'll wreck your world. So he's level 100 plus. So we want to stay away from him right now because we are not even close to that. You know, so I'm gonna, you know, I bought Legion, so I'm gonna check Legion out. And I'm gonna try to stick around, but you know, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, there are a lot of other cool games out there to be playing to really enjoy. Even if like there's never going to, like, even if they don't last as long as WoW did. I mean, I played WoW for a long time, but there are other games out there to go check out, and there will always be more games that are fun to play. You know, and I actually, you know, I'm fortunate enough to like most games, you know, and enjoy most games. Even though, like, a lot of times, like, I know I buried Sims 4, and I might seem like I don't like games, but I actually like most games. I love Nintendo games. I love Call of Duty. I love MMOs. Love Diablo. You know, I think Stardew Valley. I play everything, man. I'm not even above sports games. I'll play Madden with people if they want to play Madden, or I'll play wrestling games and UFC if I have people that want to play. And I love fighting games. I mean, dude, I am way too I don't know what the word is. Like, I'm way too into gaming to let one game that's starting to kind of suck to, you know, ruin my gaming habits, man. You know? So, like, there's just way too much out there to stick to this. There are way too many options out there to feel like I have to stick with the one, you know, option that I'm not happy with anymore. And hey, if you still like the game and you keep playing it, that's fine. If you don't like the game and you want to hold out, that's fine too. Your deal, man. You know, but as for me, I'm just kind of go with the flow at this point and see what happens. And I'll ride this wave out for as long as I can. And if they manage to capture my interest again, then they do. If they don't, then they suck. And I'm not kidding when I say that, they suck. Because, you know, it does take a lot of, it does say a lot if you can take a game that is so well loved and make it suck. I mean, that takes some serious effort to do. I mean, but hey, you know what? That's their deal. It's not my problem. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I don't care how much money they're making. I care less. I care about having a good gaming experience. That's all I care about. So, yeah, I'm not saying I don't still have some sour grapes in there still rolling around, but we'll see. You know, we'll see how Legion does. You know, it's up in the air at this point. I'm not feeling great about everything, but some things are fun. I do, however, still love doing the leveling series here, and you know, I don't know what it is about this. I just always look forward to doing these videos. Just when I'm sick, I can't, and when the freaking game screws up and I lose my video. But I do love, this is one of my favorite things to do on YouTube, and I'm just so glad that it's been like a success. I mean, you guys have heard me rant, you guys have heard me goof around, talk, and just whatever, and I'm just glad you guys listen. I mean, I know they're long videos, but you know, hey, I'm glad that I have people that like to just do this, and it's been fun. And you know, we'll probably do it again. I mean, honestly, I'll probably stick around just to do stuff like this. I just probably won't be into the end game as much, but we'll see, man. I don't know. Maybe it'll sweep. I guarantee you, like, for the first, like, when I first get into Legion, like, at least for the first couple months or so, maybe month, I'll be like so into it, just like I was in Warlords, because like they do such a good job with the initial stuff, man. Like, it's just gonna be so cool. But I just really like. Having spent like the past 2 or 3 weeks in Black Desert, it's just so hard to look at a game like this and oh, look at that, level 93, check us out. But it's really hard to like look at a game like this and be like, yeah, this is fun, you know, because like the combat system in that game is just so awesome, and the you know, the other stuff like the open world. You know, the buying of houses and buying buildings to use as workshops and managing your workers and, upgrading the gear and the way gear works in that game. I love it. It's just a lot of fun to me. A lot of the complaints that people have about it, I understand, where they're coming from. It's just that a lot of them don't really bother me so much. Like gender-locked classes, that kind of stuff just doesn't bother me. I mean, I played Diablo 2. If you were a, I forgot. There we go. If you were a paladin, you were a black dude. If you were a sorceress, you were a black chick. If you were an Amazon, you were a big boob white chick. And it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me then. It doesn't bother me now. And I just enjoy the game for what it is. I enjoy the gameplay. And, I'm having a good time in it, And so it's more compelling. Like, the thing about, like, things like, like the, gender lock classes, there are a lot of games out there that don't have gender lock classes that suck. So that, for me, personally, isn't a big deal. It is what it is, and when you play it, you kind of understand why that's the case. But Black Desert as a whole is an MMO that doesn't feel like any other MMO that I've played. And so whenever I hear people say, oh, it's just another Korean MMO, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I've played a lot of MMOs, and I've never played a game that is doing what this game is doing. At least I haven't. I think that a lot of people compare it to ArcAge, only, without the negative drawbacks to ArcAge. I mean, there is some definite cash grabbing in there, but man, the market's weird right now. I mean, it's not like they're the only ones doing that, I mean, there are so many microtransaction games out there. I mean, I'd say Star Wars is probably the worst that I've seen, and I guess they've gotten a little bit better. But I don't mind it so much. I mean, there are a couple things that I hate, like that you have to buy in the shop. But, overall, it's not so bad, considering I only paid $30 for the game. Let's do this. This is kind of fun. So what you got to do here is, I think I got to walk up. Yeah, I got to take on these orcs. Take him down. Pick him up. Then you walk over, and then he gets eaten. There we go. Grab another one. That was gross, by the way. This is actually a pretty messed up quest when you think about it. You're basically feeding this worm these orcs. Wow, that's pretty messed up. It's kind of awesome. Hey, you know what? This game's never not had its fair share. Hey! Not me! Not me! You jerk! Jeesh! There we go. That's alright. I can handle it, dude. I'm a freaking panda warrior. I'm the hotness in this world. Uh-oh. That wasn't fair. You're supposed to eat that, not me. Jerk. Got any more? We got any? There we go. Hey, you. I must feed you. It's time for the feeding. Pick it up and walk over here. Oh, well, that was interesting. I was like just in time. Hey! 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 What are we doing? Oh, I gotta feed it 10 times? I thought it was 3. There we go. He's gonna probably pick me up again. Nope. I'm good. Need to back up some, I think. There we go. Pick you up? What the heck? My worms must have, like, my tentacles or whatever, must have destroyed half of these guys. Hello? We got more? There you are. Dude, stop trying to eat me! Okay. There we go. There we go. He's eating them! Now he's gonna eat me! Oh my god! Okay. Enough of that. 7 out of 10. GG. Too much worm. 7 out of 10. IGN. Okay. 8. Moving out of that crap. This stuff is fun. I remember figuring this out back in the day. It was a lot of fun. Like, I don't know, man. Like, stuff like this was pretty cool. I wish there was more of, like, just weird little puzzly kind of things. It was neat. But, okay. Let's get these two. Run up. Eat them. Wish I could do dungeons. I would totally do a dungeon, but they're just not worth the experience gain. Like, you just don't get a lot of experience from them. Unless that's changed. If that's changed, let me know in the comments, and I will consider it. Oh, there we go. There's the egg or meteor, whatever the crap that we need. And, yeah, get that thing out of there. I think we get some experience for that. Yes, we do. Not very much experience, but we do get an item. So, hey, it was fun. It's not always about the games. It's about the fun, right? I mean, am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right. I'm not right about much. But anyways, so let's do this now. Take out these goons. I love the bonus objectives, too. If we get more of those in Legion, I'm fine with that. I actually Really like doing the bonus objectives. Easy way to level up. If I was leveling outside of this series, I'd be using those rapid mind flasks and going crazy on those. But we're here to actually enjoy the experience as it once was when it first came out, which is really fun. So hey, it's all good. Now, but yeah, you know, like, I don't know, we'll see how things go. There are so many great games out there, though. A couple I want to check out on Steam that I can never remember the name of. I think there's one like Enter the Gungeon, which looks kind of cool. And there's like Hyperlink, Hyper something. I forget what it's called, but it's like a top-down like action RPG, almost like not Ocarina of Time, but like Link to the Past or something like that. I've heard it compared to that. Looks kind of cool. I like indie games. I like indie games specifically that are really good. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's cool though. I mean, but luckily for me right now, my game of choice is it happens to be a buy-to-play game. It's not costing me any money to play it unless I want to buy things from the shop. So as long as I can avoid that temptation, I'm good to go. But yeah, you know what, Black Desert is right now the bee's knees for me, and I think that even if it's not Black Desert that does it, the future MMO, the MMO of the future that we get into, is going to be a more open world sandbox type game, and I think it's going to have the kind of combat system that game has. You know, no more hotbars, not necessarily a lot of cooldown managing, not a lot of buffs, none of that crap. You know, none of this, you know, like slow-paced, more of an active action style, dodge and parrying and, you know, avoiding damage and you know, moving out of the way. And, you know, like when you do duels in that game, it's like you feel like you're playing a freaking fighting game, and it's rad. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's where we're headed. I don't know. I hope so, because that's the most compelling combat I've ever experienced in a game, in an MMO specifically. So, I mean, when I'm fighting someone, I really feel like, I mean, there is definitely a gear factor, but if I fight someone who's of the same gear as me and we're at relatively the same power level, it feels like I'm playing a fighting game, and it feels so like skill versus skill, and it's so much more there, and it's just so much fun. You know, like, you grind a lot, technically, you know, by that I mean you kill things over and over and over again. But for me at least, and I'm not saying this is going to be the way it is for everybody, but for me, because the combat is so much fun in that game, I don't mind it. Like, I don't mind the grind. I like it. I actually look forward to doing that. It's kind of funny. Like, I was talking with a friend about this, and we were talking about, you know, is this game too grindy? And our conclusion was, well, if it's fun, then it's not really grinding, is it? And he's right. Like, if it's fun to kill 1,000,000 guys, then it's really not a grind, because it's fun to do. The moment it's no longer fun is the moment that it becomes a grind, and that's why killing one Saber Stalker was painful. You know, because it wasn't very fun. And that's why it felt like a grind. But, you know, and yeah, it does get grindy at times in Black Desert, but, you know, overall, the combat is just so much fun that, and you always feel like you could die. It feels a lot like not exactly, not as hard, not as unforgiving, but it definitely feels a little bit like Dark Souls to me. Mainly Bloodborne, with the whole, like, you know, you have your potions that you use to stay alive. If you screw up, you're going to take damage, and you could die. No matter how strong you are, you got to be careful. Like I said, it's not as hard, but it definitely has that feel to me, and I think that's a really cool thing. Also, the whole fact that at any time some really powerful other person can come and gank you, you know, which is actually more likely in that game than it is in this game, which is kind of weird actually. But you know, it's still, like, I really like it. You know, it's fun. So that's like I said, that's where I've been. It's been very fun for me, very compelling game. And I will probably do some videos of that. Just the main thing is, like, it's such a hard game to figure out right now, because it's like there isn't a lot of info out there for it, because it's still kind of new. Like, it's been out in Korea for a while, but at least for us, it's still kind of new. And you know, so I mean, it's really hard to find out any real information about the game overall. So, you know, it is what it is, though, and I actually don't mind that so much. I mean, there are certain things I wish I could understand better, but I like not knowing. I mean, it reminds me of this game when I first started playing. Like, we just don't know anything, and part of the fun is learning how to play a game. You know, when a game is way too easy that it's not hard to figure out, maybe it's not that, you know, it's not that compelling. But when you got to figure things out, you got to learn how the systems work. You got to learn how to, you know, that's what gaming is. Gaming is learning the rules of the game and using those to your advantage to be the best you can. And that's what's fun about video games. You know, when video games are so easy or they adapt to you, they tend to not be as compelling, you know? So, anyways, that's my thoughts on just things. And this is pretty chill, and I'm pretty chilled because I'm in Frostfire Ridge. No. But we'll keep doing some more leveling next time, guys. Don't forget to vote. I'll keep putting that straw poll up in the description below, you know, where we talk about, you know, what class will I level next? And you guys have voted quite a bit, which is awesome. So we're going to do Season 2 of the leveling series as soon as we finish this. Oh, by the way, that reminds me. I have had people ask me, are you going to... Oh, that's sad. That's so mean. That's so awful. I'm so sorry. People ask me, am I going to gear up this character afterwards? Am I going to do videos of that? Honestly, no. I'm not. Because this is a leveling series. Once the leveling is done, then you know, that's it. So, you know, it's alright though, because I mean, hey, I like leveling. I don't really like gearing up. I don't like doing a lot of the in-game stuff. But hey, it's all good. We'll do a Season 2. You guys are voting up. It's awesome. I'm really happy with the votes so far. Shows that you guys are interested in it, and the variety of votes is really cool too. But it looks like Druid's pulling ahead right now, so hey, if you're on Team Druid, you're in the lead. But thank you guys for voting. If you want to vote on which class I should play in Season 2 of WoW Leveling, there will be a description, link in the description below, and please vote. Otherwise, we will continue this next time, hopefully sooner than last time. I apologize once again for all the hold-ups. But thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is Kephas. Until next time.